Hey everyone, so my name is Riva Gadam. I'm a student at Nelson Middle School, and today I want to talk to you about 7th grade. Specifically, how Texas Tech scammed me in Spanish. I want to talk about what kind of academic pathways to choose and how you can avoid situations like this. So, before we get into this, disclaimer, Texas Tech is a great campus and it's amazing and gives you so many different opportunities, but it just doesn't work for some situations. And I'm going to talk about mine and how maybe you can avoid making this mistake as well. But please don't take this as a video or a hate mail to Texas Tech because they're a great organization in what they do. So, first, let's talk about Texas Tech. It all started in my 6th grade year when all my friends and peers were choosing their electives, and they all chose Spanish as their elective, and I was really confused because I saw a lot of other great options, and I am the first child in my family. My parents didn't grow up here, so we didn't know much about high school, and I wasn't really that serious on Spanish or my GPA or anything, and so I naively decided I wouldn't do Spanish, and I went to my counselor to talk about my different options. And the first thing my counselor told me when I got there was Spanish outside of school is for native speakers, and the Avant assessment and things to test out of are really not for people who are trying to learn the language, they're for people who already know it. But I was persistent, so she told me that there was one other option, Texas Tech. And she said that it really isn't great, and she said that it isn't a good platform, and she told me that, but I wasn't really listening, honestly. All I could see was how I would pass. But the thing I didn't know about Texas Tech, and the thing that nobody told me, was that Texas Tech does not work like a middle school does. Like, they don't respond to your emails. Their class hours with teachers are during school hours, and they will not commute to you after school hours. And they expect you to already know something in the language and be self-taught. And so my course was really confusing. I didn't understand anything. My parents didn't know what to do. I had no peers who were even in Spanish yet, so I had nobody to help me out. And so I was trying as hard as I could, trying to stay afloat. It was kind of like trying to swim with a weight on you. And I just couldn't seem to get any A's, and it just wasn't working. And I went through some rough patches. So I finally told my parents, hey, this isn't working out. Could we maybe get a tutor for me or something? And they said, sure. So luckily, we got me an amazing Spanish teacher. And she was so great and was able to help me learn so much. And I'm just really grateful for her because she really helped me understand Spanish. But the problem was my teachers in Texas Tech hadn't really been teaching me that great. So by the time the final exam came around, which accounts for 30% of your grade, I wasn't able to pass. Well, I was, but like not with a great score. And this score was 30% of our grade, so it dragged my grade down to an 87, a B plus. And this was just devastating for me because I've always been an A plus student, and I've always been perfect, I guess, when it comes to grades. And I was just so sad that I hadn't achieved an A plus, and I was just so depressed, and I was kind of crying, and I was just all over the place, and it was just really bad. And so I went to talk to my counselor about my different options, and my counselor had switched, so it wasn't the same old counselor that I used to have. It was a new counselor, and my new counselor told me how Spanish obviously isn't a great idea if you're not a native speaker, and maybe you should have took it in school. But he also told me that I only took semester 1 of Spanish, which the Texas Tech people didn't really tell me at all. And I don't know if it was just something I was supposed to know, but they didn't give me any disclaimer or even write it down in words or anything. So I was just really confused. And he told me I had a few options. He said I could finish semester 2 through Texas Tech, which I said no to because my GPA would probably be dragged down even more. So he said that my second option, and the best option if you're going through this pathway and you've already made the same choices that I have, is to take Spanish through school again. And I would take Spanish 1 semester 1, Spanish 2 semester 2, except semester 1 grade couldn't be changed. But I could get a better grade on semester 2 and help my GPA. Obviously, this wasn't the ideal situation, but it would work. So I said sure. And now I'm in a much better place, and I'm about to start Spanish 1, and I'm ready. And and I'm just really grateful that these options had came while they came, but also I had nobody to guide me. So this is why I'm making this video. So please share it with anyone you know, share it with everybody, and tell them that don't make choices like these. And please always research thoroughly about something before just impulsively jumping into a decision. But I'm also really glad this B happened to me because it showed me to stop being so focused on being a perfect student and to instead think about other things. Like colleges are looking to see who you are. They're not looking to see your grades or if you were valedictorian or in the top 10 or straight A's. Even though all of those are amazing and a great addition to your resume, they don't really serve as a deal breaker for colleges. Colleges are looking to see if you know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, then maybe you shouldn't be going to college. But if you do want some help building your GPA up, if you don't have a great score, please check the email linked to this channel and also check out my new video, which will be coming out in a few more days, talking about how you can build your GPA up from the ground. And all the different things you should take to get into your dream college. But colleges are really looking for somebody who's not an Einstein. They're looking for an artist. So instead of being that really smart person who gets A's in every class and is a class nerd, be like Leonardo da Vinci. Be an artist, and they will recognize you for your talent and bring you into your dream school, no matter if you had a B or not. Because nobody ever got held back because they had a B plus in high school. Thank you.